Scott and Anna-Marie, those questions remain unanswered. Baby Jesse left the daycare here on East 38th Street, you see behind me across the street, went straight to Riley Hospital, now home, as you mentioned, as his parents try to figure out who's going to be held accountable for what happened to him here at the daycare. Baby Jesse is on his way back to being himself, according to his father, who shared this video of him at the hospital before his release.
He's doing a whole lot better. He's actually back to his happy self. He's been playing with his cars and has been moving around like.
The one-year-old suffered serious facial and head injuries while reportedly here at Kitty Garden Daycare on East 38th Street. His parents say an employee blamed the injuries on a 2-year-old. The boy's father believes there is a way to get to the truth.
Well, if they're so innocent, then will they be willing to take a lie detector test and prove their innocence?
After his MRI, doctors authorized baby Jesse to go home. Since then, his daycare has been deemed unsafe. 13 investigators obtained this hand-delivered emergency closure order, saying the daycare poses an immediate threat to the life and well-being of children. The letter also cites that a child was seriously injured due to lack of supervision. The boy's grandfather wants answers too.
He was angry. Just angry because I said they told my daughter to put him in daycare. I told him to put him in daycare. And this what happened.
Baby Jesse's parents set up this GoFundMe account and warned that there is a fake account floating around, set up by someone they don't even know.
Somebody's obviously scamming, so we figured like, hey, you know, to make sure that the money goes to it goes to us and goes to baby Jesse, we'll start a GoFundMe account for him, and we're going to take the proceeds and put it into a college fund for him.
Baby Jesse, before he left the hospital, doctors gave his parents instructions on how to care for him. They're still concerned about the swelling in his left eye. As far as the investigation here at the daycare, we're still waiting to hear from investigators and CPS about the outcome of the investigation. We will bring you that information as soon as we learn it. Back to you in the studio.
All right, Steve Jefferson, thank you.
Well, we know this case is raising a lot of questions for families with young kids.
So how do you know that you're picking the right safe place for your child? Alan Carter getting some answers for us tonight, and he joins us now live in studio. Alan?
Yeah, Alan, I think parents want to know what should they be looking for here.
Well, absolutely. And guys, there are no shortage of options here. 145 licensed daycare centers and nearly 500 licensed child care homes in Marion County alone. Now, I talked to experts today, and they say sometimes parents can be overwhelmed by this process and searching, but if there's one thing they don't do enough of, it's ask questions. Seeing these images only solidified feelings for Addison Smith.
Because I just don't trust daycares. There's not enough workers that takes care of the kids, you know.
A new grandparent of 4 months, she didn't send her children to daycare and is determined not to do it for her granddaughter.
If I had to stay home, I would stay home. And I think about it all the time, you know. I'm so glad that I don't have to worry about my grandbaby going to child care.
That's a luxury, however, not everyone can afford, where livelihood can depend on having child care.
Teacher, staff member, whomever is caring for your child, if you would not give them a key to your home, why would you leave your child there?
Crystal Givens works for Early Learning Indiana, a nonprofit that helps find child care for families, and says parents are sometimes too trusting and more often than not aren't asking enough questions.
The one huge red flag question would be around the number of children that a provider could have in their care. Is the facility safe and secure? What proper security measures do the programs have in place? And also looking for, is that program a licensed child care program?
They may not ask enough questions, and maybe they may not know what questions to ask.
Star Burton is in the call center.
Thank you for calling Brighter Futures Indiana.
And tries to navigate families through the things to ask.
Well, once you enroll with the program.
Like about background checks and CPR and first aid training.
I mean, there's lots of myths out there. So you would think, oh, if a child care is running, they should be legal. They should be operating according to the regulations and guidelines. But unfortunately, that's not always the case.
Looking for child care options, giving those advocates a call is not a bad idea. Scott, we have their contact information, put it on our website, so if any parents are looking, that's someplace that they can start.
What about violations? I think a lot of parents want to know, where can they learn the history of these facilities?
Sure, that's something that should be at the top of mind. Well, there's a website that's run by the state that actually provides that information. That's the Indiana Child Care Finder website. You can pull up violation and then inspection information. Again, that you can find on our website as well.
You know, that's a good resource for parents. Alan, thanks. And you may have noticed your child's daycare has a level rating. All of this is part of Indiana's Paths to Quality rating and improvement system. All those daycares have achieved the level 1 rating. That meets all of the state's required health and safety standards. Now, level 2 builds on that by offering learning environments. Level 3 programs get kids ready for school with plain curriculum. Level 4 programs are the highest rated by building on the 3 prior levels and achieving a nationally recognized accreditation.